What if I told you that Porsche, a brand built on heritage, performance, and the roar of an engine, is quietly preparing to flip the entire EV game on its head? Forget what you know about electric cars. Porsche isn't just making EVs, it's reshaping the rules of what a performance electric vehicle can be. But the strategy behind it all? It's not what you'd expect. From secret projects and shifting global demand to a surprising return of gasoline and hybrid models, this is the electrifying, and at times contradictory, story behind Porsche's EV master plan, and why it might just shock the entire automotive world. Let's rewind a bit. Porsche officially entered the EV race in 2019 with the Taycan, a sleek, four-door electric sports car that proved EVs could be fast, luxurious, and fun. It wasn't just a Tesla competitor, it was a statement. Then came the Taycan Cross Turismo, the Macan EV announcements, and a bold target. By 2030, Porsche claimed 80% of its sales would be electric. But today, that timeline feels increasingly ambitious, maybe even unrealistic. Here's the problem. Global EV demand is slowing down fast. After years of hype and growth, consumer interest is cooling, especially in key markets like Europe and the US. Rising interest rates, charging anxiety, the end of government subsidies, and high sticker prices are making buyers think twice. Inventory is stacking up. Automakers from Ford to Mercedes are cutting production. Even Porsche had to scale back Taycan production in early 2025 due to weak demand. And if that wasn't enough, China, once the biggest export hope for German brands, is no longer Porsche's playground. BYD, NIO, XPeng, and Li Auto are rising fast, and they're not just competitive, they're dominating. These brands offer feature-packed EVs at lower prices and are grabbing market share at lightning speed. Chinese consumers, once obsessed with European luxury, are now turning to homegrown heroes. According to the China Passenger Car Association, local brands now outsell foreign brands in the EV space, and that gap is widening. For Porsche, this is a massive issue. China was one of their most profitable markets, but now it's shifting beneath their feet. Taycan sales have stagnated. Even the new Macan EV, once expected to be a sales blockbuster in Asia, is facing tough competition from cheaper, faster-charging domestic rivals. Porsche is realizing that brand prestige alone isn't enough anymore. They have to rethink everything, fast. Are you enjoying this content? Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Behind closed doors, Porsche is now reconsidering how electric its future will really be. The brand has backpedaled from its aggressive EV targets, quietly distancing itself from the 80% goal. And here's the real shocker. After initially planning to replace the Macan entirely with an EV version, Porsche is now considering creating a hybrid version of the Macan to coexist with the electric one. Why? Because dealers and markets demanded it. Not everyone wants an EV, and Porsche is listening. The Macan EV is Porsche's first true volume electric car. It debuts on the PPE platform co-developed with Audi and is filled with cutting-edge tech. But it enters a very uncertain market. Will it convince EV skeptics? Can it compete on price, range, and charging against Tesla, BYD, or even Hyundai? And with the possibility of an ICE Macan now returning to the lineup, it raises a big question. Is Porsche hedging its bets or losing faith in full electrification? Let's not forget about Project 983, the long-promised electric 718 Boxster and Cayman. Originally planned for 2025, The launch has now been delayed to at least 2026 or beyond. Why? Engineering challenges, but also market hesitation. Internally, Porsche is debating whether the world is truly ready for a fully electric lightweight sports car. Because let's face it, EV buyers want range and tech. Sports car buyers want visceral joy. Those two worlds don't always overlap. Porsche's secret weapon might be solid-state batteries, a game-changing technology they've been quietly backing through QuantumScape. These batteries promise lighter weight, faster charging, longer range, perfect for Porsche's performance DNA. But there's a catch. They're not ready for mass production, and maybe won't be until the late 2020s. So while Porsche waits, others race ahead with conventional lithium-ion EVs. It's a calculated risk, and one that could pay off or leave Porsche behind. And let's not forget about e-fuels, Porsche's controversial backup plan. These synthetic, carbon-neutral fuels could allow combustion engines to live on, even in a carbon-regulated world. In 2022, Porsche opened a pilot plant in Chile, betting big on e-fuels as a lifeline for the 911 and other beloved ICE models. Is it practical? Not yet. But politically and emotionally, it keeps Porsche's engine-loving audience on board, just in case the EV revolution doesn't go as planned. Porsche still has something no startup can buy: legacy, loyalty, a driving experience crafted over decades. Their fans don't want gimmicks, they want the real thing. But that brand strength can also become a trap. If Porsche clings too tightly to tradition, it risks being left behind in a fast-changing industry. If it moves too fast, it risks alienating its core. It's a tightrope walk, and every misstep now counts more than ever. So where does Porsche go from here? They've got the tech, the brand, and the performance pedigree to lead in the EV world. But slowing demand, rising competition from China, and a shifting global market are forcing Porsche to rethink everything. Maybe going fully electric isn't the answer after all. Maybe Porsche's path forward is a little bit electric, a little bit synthetic, and still a little bit loud. Whatever they decide, one thing's clear: Porsche's EV strategy is more complicated and more surprising than anyone expected. And the road ahead? It's about to get bumpy. Like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Is Porsche playing it smart or losing its way? See you soon with more car facts.